Hello, Pokemon trainers! Welcome to another Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon video on iStarly TV. Happy release day, everyone! If you're watching this video, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon have been released worldwide, and so hopefully you're watching this video after you've gotten through a good portion of the game. But I did want to showcase how to capture legendary Pokemon in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It's not quite as straightforward as in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, so you can catch almost every legendary Pokemon, non-mythical Pokemon, that's ever existed in a Pokemon game. I showed the version exclusives in another video, so I'll post a link to that video right here, if you want to click on in the corner, or if you want to wait till the end of this video to check that one out. There is a little mini game in this game. Once you get to the last island, you can actually start catching legendary Pokemon before you battle the Elite Four, like right before you battle the Elite Four. So when you get to the last island, Pony Island, you have to do a couple things when you get there, but even, it's actually kind of right when you get there, but basically this is towards the end of the game, right before the Elite Four, but again, you can capture legendary Pokemon and use them on your team when you battle the Elite Four, so that's really useful. Anyway, this is after you battle Necrozma for the first time, and it's insanely powerful. You have to defeat it, you cannot catch it, and then you can use this Ultra Wormhole. I think it's called the Ultra Warp Ride. It's a little mini game where you ride on either Solgaleo or Lunala, depending on which game you're using, and you kind of fly through this wormhole, and you have to fly through portals, and depending on which portals you go through, that'll determine which legendary Pokemon you will battle. And so, also, as you notice, this is kind of from the tutorial in-game. The farther away and flashier the warp hole, the better the odds. So if it has a number of rings around it, that means it's a rarer warp hole. So if you see a warp hole, you know, there are different colors. There's like blue, white, red, yellow, green. And that'll determine what kinds of Pokemon you can battle in them. And then if it has rings around them, that means you're going to battle more rare Pokemon. So I'm going to show later in this video, and I'll put a timestamp in the description, but I'm going to show which legendary Pokemon you can encounter in which color of warp hole, because that matters. Also, there's a chance you won't encounter legendary Pokemon. You might battle just regular Pokemon like Nuzleaf or Swanna or Audino, so keep that in mind as well. Pretty interesting stuff. So here I'm entering the mini game. This is a post commentary, by the way. So you collect these orange rings to speed you up, to kind of get you further in the wormhole. And then the blue kind of spheres, like those things right there, if you crash into them, they actually slow you down. So you want to be careful. So this time around, I'm just looking for a rare wormhole, because the ones like that, the regular color ones, are more likely to have non-legendary Pokemon. And that one is a little more rare, but you want to look for ones with more rings. So again, the more rings around the wormhole, the rarer it is. You actually also will have an increased chance to battle shiny Pokemon if you have super rare wormholes. So there I actually slipped, and I wasn't able to dodge it in time. I went through this wormhole. However, I got lucky, and so when you enter the wormhole, if it flashes like that and says there's a presence, a mysterious presence, that means you can battle a legendary Pokemon. And this time around, I got Lugia. So Lugia is Ultra Moon exclusive. I'm just going to save the game here, and we're going to see if we can catch Lugia. I'm going to speed up this part because, again, it's post commentary, and my main goal here is just to show off battling legendary Pokemon. Though, of course, I want to capture it, right? Because it's super rare. Sorry about the cropping as well. Like, the Lugia's name is cropped out. Some of the sides of the screen are cropped out. I didn't realize that when I was recording the software. But anyways, here we're just going to weaken Lugia. You can see its moveset. It's level 60. Sorry if you can't tell. All the Pokemon that you battle in these wormholes, whether they're legendaries, whether they're Ultra Beasts, or whether they're just regular Pokemon, they will all be at level 60. So keep that in mind as well. That is a very important piece of information. If a lot of your team is weaker than level 60, you might have a tough time with this. So be prepared. If you want to use your Master Ball on your favorite legendary, you can. But you definitely want to be prepared for very powerful and very high-leveled legendary Pokemon. This Lugia is going to actually kill my Primarina with an Aeroblast. Lugia at level 60 in Ultra Sun Ultra Moon knows the moves Skill Swap, Aeroblast, Ancient Power, and Extra Sensory. So it's got some good offensive moves here. So I'm just going to fast forward until I catch Lugia, because it's going to take me a few Ultra Balls here. I do finally catch it, but I'll just go ahead and cut ahead to that, and then we'll see the second attempt at catching a different legendary Pokemon, and then after that I'll show you how to go about, or which legendaries can appear in which wormholes. So here's my second go through at the wormhole. You can keep going through it, but the thing is, once you catch a Pokemon in a wormhole, you're taken back to the very beginning in the altar of the sun or altar of the moon, depending on what game you're playing, on Pony Island. So here, once again, I'm going through it. This time around, I wanted to look for a white wormhole with rings around it, because the Ultra Beasts only appear in the white wormholes, and those are the only Pokemon that you can catch in the white one. So I wanted an Ultra Beast here. And I wanted a rare white wormhole so that there was a chance that I could have a shiny Ultra Beast. Because actually you can obtain shiny Ultra Beasts in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which is awesome. I passed up a 2-ring yellow right there, which would have been pretty rare. But again, I just want to kind of, find those shinies or potential shinies or something like that. So, just see the different colors here. If they don't have any rings, I think there's a better chance that they're just going to be boring, non-legendary Pokemon. So I can't stress that enough. It's going to take some time to get used to all of this. And this is how you catch legendaries, as the video says. So, you kind of don't get to pick. Like, it's kind of randomized. And you can actually catch unlimited Ultra Beasts. Okay, so here... you see that little one, this one looks crazy. It looks all advanced and all that. It has like a little flower around it. So I figured that was going to be a super rare one, so I just went through that one even though I was looking for the white wormhole. And so you see an extraordinary presence. Again, if it says you sense a presence, that means you're going to battle a legendary. If it doesn't say that, if it doesn't say anything about a presence, that means you're not going to battle a legendary, you're just going to battle like a regular Pokemon. And so I battled Palkia, which is pretty cool. It's another Ultra Moon exclusive. Once again, I'll just kind of speed through this battle just to show me catching it, and then we'll talk about the specific Pokemon that appear in specific wormholes. So finally, here is the list of all of the different colored wormholes and which legendary Pokemon you can find in those wormholes. So a few things to note here. There is a chance for the non-white wormholes for you to encounter random non-legendary Pokemon. I've battled Nuzleaf, Audino, Barbaracle. I've heard of people battling Pokemon like Swanna, for example. So there's a lot of Pokemon that are not available in Alola. So that's kind of cool, but at the same time, they're not legendary, so you probably don't really care for those. So again, and also with those non-legendary Pokemon, there's actually kind of an increased chance for obtaining shinies of those non-legendary Pokemon. So I might do a tutorial video on that, but we're focusing on legendaries for this video. So again, when you see the rings around a wormhole, there is a good chance, the more rings there are, the rarer the Pokemon. So there's going to be a better chance that you're going to battle a legendary Pokemon. Once again, once you enter that wormhole, if it says that there was a presence, like you sense some kind of a presence, then that means you're going to battle a legendary. So what that means is you can save the game right there, and then from there you can soft reset. So if you want to try to battle a shiny legendary Pokemon, you can. You just have to save as soon as you enter the wormhole, as soon as it says, you sensed a presence or whatever. Once you see that, you can save the game, walk up to the legendary, you'll battle it. If it's not shiny, you can reset your game. It'll take you back to right where you enter the wormhole, and you can keep repeating that process until you battle a shiny legendary. So remember that. There is a possibility to battle shiny legendaries and shiny Ultra Beasts if you save the game right when you enter the wormhole, and if it says that you sense a presence. Again, if you enter the wormhole and it doesn't say you sense a presence, that means it's going to be a non-legendary Pokemon, and the shininess or non-shininess will already be determined for the non-legendary Pokemon. But if it's going to be a legendary, that's when you need to save the game if you want to reset for a shiny. Here is the list of all the wormholes. I already said that, but notice that, you know, this is how you can obtain them, and that's the kind of downside of this game. Is it's like, okay, if I want Lugia, I need to find it in a blue wormhole on Ultra Moon, and so if I'm specifically looking for Lugia, I'm gonna have to fly through. I'm gonna have to keep doing this mini game until I battle a Lugia. So that can be a little annoying. That's something about this that can be frustrating because you don't really have too much control over it. I mean, obviously I can keep going in the minigame until I find a really rare wormhole and just kind of go from there, but it could be another legendary Pokemon that I battle. It might not be Lugia, so I have to keep trying until I finally get Lugia. Ultra Beasts in the white wormholes, I believe people have said that you can catch multiple Ultra Beasts in your game, so you can catch unlimited Ultra Beasts. So for example, I could catch like 10 Nihilegos by going through the white wormholes. However, the legendary Pokemon like Lugia, Entei, once you catch them, so I just caught Palkia in this video and Lugia, I won't battle Palkia or Lugia ever again in this game because I've already caught them. So even if I go through a blue wormhole, Lugia will not be one of the options of the Pokemon that I can encounter since I've already caught it, if that makes any sense. And so once you've caught all the Pokemon of a certain color of wormhole, so if I've caught all of the legendary Pokemon in a blue wormhole, then I won't battle any more legendaries, and it'll say like, you know, the presence is gone or something like that. So keep that in mind. Here, this is how to encounter and battle legendary Pokemon in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I've also done a video showcasing which legendaries are exclusive to which game, although I'm kind of showing that here as well, so kind of keep that in mind. And I don't know, part of me really likes this minigame and finds it kind of fun and rewarding, and another part of me is like, it's kind of lame that you don't have too much control over which legendary. In in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you could find out how to encounter those legendary Pokemon. Like, if I want to battle, you know, Entei, I fly over this part of the map with my Latios, and I would battle Entei. So you could do certain things that would guarantee you encounter this Pokemon, whereas this time around, it's kind of up to chance. So have fun flying through the ultra wormholes. Look for those super rare portals, because those are going to be the ones that are going to receive or allow you to encounter these super rare Pokemon. Happy legendary hunting. I'm actually excited for this. We'll see how it goes. I'll try to catch all the rare legendaries that I can. Hope you enjoyed.